Hello, welcome to Pokédex, a channel where I build decks for the Pokemon trading card game. Today we're going to be building another deck with a new card from Fates Collide, our newest set. It's Bronzong Break this time. This is a very interesting break Pokemon. It is a break that evolves from a stage 1, so it's essentially a stage 2, so not the easiest Pokemon to have in play, but still Metal Rain is a fairly strong attack for a couple of energy. You discard as many metal energy from this guy that you want. And for each energy that you discard, Bronzong Break deals 30 damage anywhere you want on your opponent's side. So we're essentially sniping their guys, and the damage rate is very good for the amount of energy. So for each energy, 30 damage, that's actually quite nice, I think. And as you guys already know by now, the Bronzong, the stage 1 that we're using, is the one with Metal Links from Phantom Forces, so we can accelerate energy into our bench. So essentially we're going to try to build a couple of Bronzong Breaks and use the attack over and over again by using Metal Links to bring the energy back from the discard pile. We're going fairly all in into this plan, so we're playing a 4-4-3 Bronzong Break line. So that's our main plan, and we don't really have a plan B. I guess we can attack with Zoroark if the opponent fills the bench, but they might get worried about that and don't do it, which at the same time kind of works well with our Bronzong Break plan, because if we actually manage to knock out their guys, they don't have a backup Pokemon, they might lose then and there, so it's actually quite nice in that way. But yeah, the deck is really focused. We're just going all in with a Bronzong Break. I have to say, from playing the test matchups, this is quite a decent deck against Night March. I'm not saying it's an auto loss for them, because it isn't, obviously. They are still a very fast deck, and they also have X-Maniac, which is a problem for this deck. But we take a lot of knockouts really quickly, and sometimes we wreck their game like in a single turn. So let's start looking into the deck card by card and then play a match. So that I can hopefully show you guys how this works. So we have two Shayminiacs, fairly important Pokemon, so that we can draw cards quickly. As I mentioned, this is a speed deck. And then we have 2-2 Zoroark line. This guy has stand-in, which obviously combines really well with Floatstone and our Bronzong, because Metal Links can only charge up guys on the bench from the discard pile. So sometimes we only have a Bronzong Break, so we have to use Zoroark to stand in, and then we charge it up, and then we retreat freely with a Floatstone. You guys know how that works by now. And then we have the Bronzong line. I'm playing the Bronzor from Fates Collide, because it has an extra 10 HP, and actually Iron Defense. If nothing else, you can try to stall, because you flip a coin, and if heads, you prevent all effects from attacks done to this guy. Obviously Bronzong, I'm going playing all four of the Phantom Forces one. People have talked about the one from Fates Collide, because it kind of protects your bench a little bit, but I think they're crazy if they're doing so, because we really need the acceleration. We want to have as many Bronzongs that we can in our bench, so that we can charge up our Bronzong Breaks every single time. We are playing a couple of Battle Compressors, really good to drop energy into the discard pile, just accelerate even faster. Of course, we can also go for the supporters, so that we can VS Seeker for them. We have a couple of Level Ball. They go for a lot of our good Pokemon. So Bronzor, obviously. Bronzong also, it's a stage 1, but it's still under 90 HP, or actually 90 HP. So we can also grab it with a Level Ball. And of course, we have Zorua in here. We have to build our bench really quickly, so I guess playing a couple of Level Ball is really nice. We have one Sacred Ash, because sometimes we want to shuffle our Pokemon back. We don't really care too much about shuffling energy, although I would understand if you played Super Rod in this deck, actually, because sometimes we do want to shuffle energy, especially in the later stages of the game, when we already have a million energy in the discard pile, because we discard energy quicker than we can accelerate it, even with 4 Bronzong in play. So the manual attachment from the hand is actually quite important. So that's something that we have to think about. So we don't use Battle Compressor just like crazy and just discard all the energy from the deck, because sometimes attaching from the hand is really important. We have one Starling Megaphone. Of course, this gets rid of a tool from Trubbish, for example, but also gets rid of the Fighting Fury Belts, which are really annoying for this deck, because we want to knock out their guys as quickly as we can, and because every energy counts for the amount of damage that we do. We don't want to spend too many energy, so Starling Megaphone is really important. We have 4 Trainer's Mail to draw cards really quickly. For Ultra Ball, because they draw all of our Pokemon. For VS Seeker, you guys know how that works, really nice combination with Battle Compressor also. We have one single Lysander. We don't really need Lysander to deal damage with this deck because hopefully we can snipe anywhere, but this is like a disruption card, so if the opponent played a Hoopa, for example, we might Lysander it out. That might give us a turn where the opponent does nothing, where they can't retreat from the Hoopa, and that might mean a turn that we get to attack without opposition from the opponent. So having one Lysander around I think is quite important. Plus we can also Lysander out a Shaman and kill it with Zoroark sometimes, so that's quite interesting also. We have a couple of N. It's a very good card, which I think we'll see play in all decks. I'm only playing 2 here, and of course for Professor Sycamore to discard cards and draw more, so we can discard energy and all that and draw a million cards. It's the best draw supporter in the game. We have a couple of Wally because it's really important for this deck to be able to find their Pokemon, and the fact that we can trade a VS Seeker for actually a Pokemon, an evolution, is quite nice here. And of course it allows us to forget about the rule that doesn't let us evolve the Pokemon in the same turn, so we can actually get to the break in just a couple of turns, which is really nice. 1 Xerosic, this is for the longest time was another Starling Megaphone, but having a Starling Megaphone that we can grab with the VS Seeker I think is quite important, so I'm playing 1 Xerosic. We have 2 Skyfield. I guess I'd love to be able to play another stadium like Steel Shelter or anything like that, but we kind of need the bench space. It's really important that we have a lot of bench space for our Bronzongs. And we also need to play the Shaman and of course Zoroark, so yeah, we need the Skyfield. Sometimes we play it and then we play the Shaman and then the opponent bounces it, so we don't really care too much at that point, because if we already have the Bronzongs in play, we just discard the Shaman. So it's not like a deal breaker for this deck if we don't find it, but it's quite nice to have, just so that we can make the most out of our bench. We have 3 Floatstone. It's the only tool card that we play. Obviously it's very good on Zoroark, but even if we don't get to play it on Zoroark, if we build 2 Bronzong Breaks and we have a Floatstone on each, we can just use the attacks of the first and then charge up the second one and retreat into it and keep doing that over and over again. We are playing 10 basic metal energy. It's the only energy that we play, and we're playing 10 because we need a lot of energy both in the discard pile and in play. As I mentioned, playing the energy from hand is really important, and this is the deck, and let's go play it, see how we fare. Alright, we found our match and we're playing against a Grass, Psychic, Water, Lightning deck. Don't really know what to expect here. Maybe this is some sort of brew. Let's see what happens. Okay, our opponent shows tails and she's going first, and it's our turn, so we are actually so she decided that we go first. Okay, so that kind of points me in the Night March direction, maybe with Vespiquen, and maybe the water is for Milotic. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it is Night March. Good news for us is actually Night March I don't think is that bad of a matchup, so I'm just going to play this thing. Okay, we got a Sycamore. I think I'm going for that here, and I'd love to not discard the Bronzong and the Bronzong Break, so I'm just going to discard the energy. If we don't attach this turn, it's not the end of the world, because I want to play as many cards as possible. We got the Shaman. Actually, I'm going to play the Floatstone first. If nothing else, we can retreat into the Shaman. I don't really mind giving away to prize, especially if we find a way to draw an N. Okay, we got really nothing here, so I'm just going to discard some supporters. We got a Wally, we got an NN, and we got a Xerosic. So what else do we have? No Sacred Ash, it seems, so we kind of have to really protect the last Bronzong Break that we have. It's kind of sad that we are forced to play the Sycamore, but hopefully we don't get punished. Yeah, we got Level Ball here. I'm just going to use it, get another Bronzor. We got an N for next turn, which is awesome. We got a Stadium to bounce our opponent's stadiums. I don't really think I need the Zoroark, but I don't know, maybe it's just the best play to get it here. But I will have to discard the Wally though, and I guess the Skyfield is the least important card. I do have the VS Seeker, so yeah, I'm just going for the Zorua. I only have one, so kind of want to put it down quickly. I don't know if it's going to be that important in this matchup, but I don't know. It feels nice to just get this guy down. Next turn we can actually start building up. If nothing else, we can throw the Zorua in my opponent's face and let him take a knockout, and then we can end him. Let's see what happens here. I'm still split between ending next turn or just getting Wally. I guess it depends on my opponent's turn also, so if he takes 2 prizes, I think might be worth it to get. I'd be really surprised if he doesn't play Wally. Sorry, if he doesn't take 2 prizes, if he doesn't kill a Shaman, but at the same time, he's playing a lot of different Pokemon in his deck. It's not a straight up Night March build, and sometimes that might stumble a little bit because it's not the most straightforward version. Okay, so there's the Dimension Valley. That's kind of half of the equation there. And we only need a DC, I guess. I don't really know how many my Pokemon my opponent discarded, but I have to assume he's on a pretty healthy amount right now. Healthy for him, very unhealthy for me. Okay, so he's using setup. Let's see, 4 extra cards. I'd be really surprised if this is not a knockout. We see a Feebas coming down. Whoa, Psychic Energy. Oh, okay. Maybe he's playing Psychic Energy for Mew. I don't really know, but I'm sure I'm glad that this happened. So I can actually play Wally here. And I think that's the play, because this way I keep the N. If nothing else, we can just end next turn. But we can end anyway, like we draw 6 cards, but hopefully the opponent knocks out the Shaman actually. We kind of want my opponent to take the knockout on the Shaman, I think. The worst thing that could happen was like killing the Bronzong. Him killing the Bronzong, I guess. And I think I'm going to charge up all the energy on the Bronzong. Maybe I should have gone for the one with the Floatstone, because then I could retreat and charge another Bronzong. But I'm actually thinking that I have a couple of breaks already in the discard pile, and I will need to knock out stuff first and actually draw them from the prizes, so to be able to play another one. So maybe I just use Zorua instead, so I don't need the Bronzong anyways. I mean the Floatstone anyways in that guy, so I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, so it seems like my opponent is indeed going to take a knockout here. He's playing a lot of very low HP Pokemon on his bench. So 1-2 energy killed the Pumpkaboo, and then 1 energy kills the Joltik, another one kills the Feebas, so that's awesome for us, I think. The Vespiquen just does less damage. Let's see what we have here. Actually, we get the level wall, so I think I'm going to play it. Thin out our deck a little bit more and just get 1 Pokemon out. It's going to be a Bronzor. We could get the Bronzong, but it wouldn't make any difference here, so I'm just putting this little guy down. And we play an N. And we drew an energy. We got the Ultra Ball that actually allows us to get the Bronzong. So yeah, I think I played the Zoroark. Maybe could have discarded it actually, but I don't know. Okay, so I'll play the Ultra Ball. It doesn't really matter too much. I am going to go for the Bronzong Break. Putting it down. Yeah, I guess maybe keeping the energy instead of that Zoroark would be better. But yeah, I'm still going to play it anyway. So I don't have any more energy on the discard pile, so it doesn't actually make a difference. So I'm just going to attack with a break. Going to use Metal Rain. I think I discarded everything. It doesn't matter if I discard them this turn or the next, actually. So I'm just going to deal 30 damage here, 30 damage here, and then 60 to the Pumpkaboo. So I'm going to take 3 prizes on the same turn. I hope we don't get N, but if we do, I mean, we're actually drawing 1 card from the ones that we are at right now. I mean, obviously we lose the cards that we're drawing from the prizes. Okay, there's a Sacred Ash. That's super nice. Even if we shuffle it, I don't really care too much. And a VS Seeker, which is another card I don't mind too much about shuffling, because we have more chances to draw into another one. So my opponent promotes a Combi. I might take a knockout on the Bronzong Break, but I'm not too worried about that, because I can actually go for another break like next turn. So even without the break, we can actually use Zoroark and kill the Vespiquen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, actually we can't. so that kind of sucks. If he kills this Bronzong Break, I guess we... Okay, so he's using Lysander. Is he killing the Bronzor? Oh, he isn't. Okay. I guess I need to find a Floatstone, I guess. I can't drop 2 energy on that guy. I don't know if it's going to be good enough. So let's see what happens here. Okay, get a Battle Compressor. I think that's the draw here because Sycamore... I mean, we have VS Seekers anyway, so... Let's play this thing. Let's see what we have in our deck that we don't really need. Don't think I need that Zoroark. Also, this Lysander doesn't draw us cards. I guess Skyfield or maybe another energy. I don't know. Yeah, let's go for the Skyfield, I guess, because energy is actually not bad to draw here. It's actually not the bad draw at all, and all these cards are really bad draws. I think they don't do anything for us, really. Oh, we only have 5 Pokemon. Oh man, that was bad. I should have actually played the Sacred Ash first and then discard the Zoroark, because now if I play the Sacred Ash, I'm forced to. So yeah, I'm forced to shuffle the Zoroark. Because my opponent benched another combi, I can actually go for this here. And then next turn we can either retreat, or actually this Metal Lynx is going on itself, I think. Yeah, because we can attack with that Zoroark and then we can retreat or just use the Metal Lynx again next turn. So yeah, I'm going to shuffle the guys back. We are forced to shuffle the Zoroark, as I said. I mean, not ideal, but what can you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100. Wally. The reason I'm playing Wally is... Okay, let's get this guy going. Is because I have another VS Seeker and I don't really need a draw here. So okay, so my opponent just concedes the game. We got 4 Bronzongs into play, which was awesome. And my opponent was about to lose the game big time here. So yeah, as you see, I mean, Night March is in fact quick and they can take knockouts, but N plus a combination of a million Bronzongs in play can just get rid of a lot of energy. This was quite a quick match, I think, so I think I'm going to go for another one. I think you guys deserve it. And we got another match here, and wow, so Lightning, Colorless, Psychic, and Water. Is this another Night March deck? It is possible. So we won the coin flip, so I'm going first for sure. It helps us a lot because we want to evolve our guys. We don't have a supporter here, so that's kind of scary. Putting a Bronzor down. Oh, it's actually a Mega Manectric deck. Let's see what my opponent is playing. I guess the game didn't really want us to look at his cards. Once again, another mulligan. This is great for us. I mean, we are drawing 3 extra cards, so it's we get a chance to draw into supporter, hopefully. Wow, another one. Okay, I'll take it. Ugh, there's X-Maniac, and I have to be careful with that, but... Our opponent chooses a starter, and yes, we want to draw as many cards as possible actually here. So it's going to be 4, I guess, and there's a Sycamore. And actually this is an awesome hand right now, because we can just grab like a million Pokemon. Just going for all the little guys here. And I actually don't think I played the Sycamore. Just play this thing first. Let's see what we have. Okay, Ultra Ball. Kind of want that, yeah. Because I can discard energy with this thing. Let's just put the Bronzongs down. We have the Zoroark also. Yeah, I think I will discard a couple of energy. Let's go for a Shaman. Let's put the Stadium down. Let's play the energy. And let's Shaman. Maybe we draw an N here. That's a supporter that we could actually play. No ends, but we do have a Wally, which is great. And we also have a Battle Compressor. That actually means an N, but We already have 2 energy there. Maybe I just Wally and pass. Yeah, I'm definitely playing the Wally, so might as well get it out of the way. Let's get a Bronzong, sorry. This way we can actually start attacking next turn. Let's use Metal Links on the first turn. That's actually super good. And I think I'll pass the turn, yeah, without putting the Battle Compressor, because I don't know, we keep our options open this way. Maybe this is a mistake, maybe we should have just played it, but I have the feeling that I'm going to end up discarding some energy, and I want to draw into an energy this turn, so we increase our chances of drawing into an energy, and then we can play the Battle Compressor anyway, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Our opponent is using Overrun here, hitting our guys for 20. Wow, that was a huge draw also, so just going to put both these things out there. And right now I do want to get some energy into the discard pile, so we can use Metal Links first. So there's one. If we actually drew another energy, this would be insane, because we could just kill that Manectric straight away. So, and we also need a break, but okay, we got an energy actually. Oh, but we don't have any way to retreat. Oh boy, that's awkward. Oh man, I thought I had the game, because we could just, yeah, oh man, we have enough damage on the Bronzong Break, but we don't have a tool for the Zoroark. Oh boy, that was bad. So I think I'm actually going to attack with this guy. Just deal 10 damage. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but I want to keep it in the active so that I take some damage, because I don't think I need it, and then we can retreat next turn. Because at this point, yeah, this was really bad for us. So let's just Mind Jack. Maybe the opponent forgets to heal. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm just promoting the Zoroark because I want to be able to retreat into the Bronzong next turn. So, okay, we see an N, which might mean we don't get more energy, but we have the compressor. Okay. Oh boy, we see another Pokemon, and that's actually a very scary one, because if he starts attacking with this guy, yeah, I think he prevents the damage. Actually, I don't know if he prevents the effects of the Bronzor or not. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I want to be safe, so I think I'm going to try to kill that thing this turn. Maybe that's a mistake, but I think I kind of have to, because yeah, I'm not sure if Glacian prevents the damage from the Bronzor or not. So yeah, I think I'm going to play this thing. It's also a question of whether we play the Floatstone. At this point I think I discard 3, because we can accelerate 3 actually, but we will have an excess of energy, so maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. I'm still learning how to play this deck actually, so I'm just going to be using Metal Links. Another time, I guess, Metal Links again. And this is enough with that Starling Megaphone. So maybe I should have just retreated first before I play the energy. I think that might have been good also, but I don't know. Having a couple of energy on this guy kind of means that the opponent cannot extend and play too many Pokemon. So I don't know. Maybe I don't play this Zorua actually, so I'm just going to Starling Megaphone, because then next turn I can just go for another Pokemon that actually matters. So I'm just going to use Metal Rain. I'm going to discard 6 energy here, and I'm going to kill that Glaceon EX. Oh boy, this is going to take a while, because we have to click every single time. Just a couple of more clicks, and just another one, and that's a knockout. Maybe I should have gone for the active actually, because he wouldn't be able to attack for another turn, right? Yeah, actually, now that I think of it, I think this was a mistake. I kind of freaked out when I saw the Glacian. And yeah, I think we still have another turn. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking this might have been a mistake. Plus, it's not even guaranteed that we wouldn't deal damage to that Glacian, so maybe our opponent just baited us and we just fell for it. I don't know. And by we, I mean myself. I'm the one making the mistakes here, so. Okay, so you see a sliding megaphone, which really doesn't make that much of a difference. Actually, what it does is make me really glad that I didn't discard the energy from the Zoroark, because now I can just rush in and retreat, actually. And we kind of have like a million energy in the discard pile already, so. It seems like my opponent is actually not wanting to extend too much and just play a million Pokemon. Yeah, this is bad for us, because we have to hit 7 energy. Okay, let's play the Trainer's Mail. Let's see what happens. We got the Bronzong Break in there. We see it. So maybe I just play this thing here, because there's really nothing else that... maybe just Ultra Ball. Actually, yeah. Because this way... I don't know. Let's see what we have. We only have the Break and Shaman, I guess. So, yeah. Just play the most cards we can. We only have the Zorba. Okay, so maybe I should have just let it there. And I guess we play the Sycamore. And we actually draw an energy, which is nice, I think. So this means 5 energy in to play this turn, which is not enough. So let's just Metal Links. Metal Links again. And Metal Links again. And now I think I play the Stadium. Doesn't really make any difference here. So maybe I don't know. I'm going to play it. I don't know. I don't think it makes that much of a difference actually. I did not rush in with a Zoroark, because if I had and my opponent managed to kill it, well, he would only need to attack to kill it, I guess. So we would then be in an awkward position where we couldn't retreat from any of our guys. And this way we can actually retreat. And we need the extra attachment. Oh my god, X-Maniac here. That's so bad for us. Oh. We need a single attachment. So maybe I shouldn't have gone all in by discarding all those energy. It's definitely... I mean, this is the first time I'm playing this matchup. So yeah, I think I just give my opponent a couple of prizes here. There's really nothing else. I'm going to get rid of the Sycamore, because I'm not going to play them at all, so just get a Zorua, I guess. And I think I'll pass the turn. The reason for getting the Zorua there is that that's probably the Pokemon that I'm more likely to throw in my opponent's face, because I don't want to lose any of the Bronzongs, and the Zoroark allows me to charge up another attacker, and we might need it. So my opponent just X-Maniacs again, and he's using Turbo Bolt. So he's in fact going down to 3 prizes, which is a little bit scary, but at the same time, let's see how many VS Seekers has he played. 2. Okay, so he has 2 left. I'm going to N him, and hopefully this works out in our favor. We see the floatstone also, but I'm going to keep it, I think. Yeah, we just passed the turn here. So hopefully this will be enough, and we will just be able to charge up our huge guy back there with both of our... Another VS Seeker? Oh, come on. He drew 4 cards out of 38, and one of them was one of the 2 VS Seekers that he had left. Of course that happens. Oh my god. This is really... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not giving up. We still have one turn because we drew the floatstone. So I think I promote this guy. We can attack here, but it doesn't make any difference. It's just really important that maybe I'm just going to end again. Just think it's really important that we don't lose the Bronzong. I mean, out of 3 cards that he's going to draw out of 38, I just hope he doesn't see the VS Seeker that he needs, I guess. Jesus Christ. I mean, 3 cards in my opponent's hand out of the 38. I hope none of them is the VS Seeker, because that would mean that he would actually have enough turns for us to not be able to... Oh, Jesus Christ. He draws the VS Seeker once again out of that Trainer's Mail. Come on. He has like a million cards in his deck, man. And he's able to just X-Maniac over and over again. Oh my god. Are we dead? We're not dead, actually. There's something that we can actually do. I mean, we will be attacking with this Bronzong, and it will not die. So what we can do is deal the 5 damage this turn, and I'm going to end once again, and hopefully this will be enough. Like, my opponent is going down to 1 card. He's drawing another one for his turn, so he's down to 2 cards. Oh my god, this is just... Oh my god. So, Metal Rain, discarding all energy, is not killing our Bronzong Break. So, hopefully the... Oh, if my opponent only has 1 Pokemon, I guess that's faster. So, we kind of have to hope here that my opponent does not heal the damage from the stadium, and like Rough Seas, and is not killing our Bronzong Break. Okay, so he played another Pokemon, which is kind of bad for us, but at the same time, oh my god, I don't know, I might have enough time, because he's not killing this Bronzong Break once again, as I said. He's got an energy on that guy, so I can't actually keep this guy up front. So if Lysander kills me, there's a lot of stuff that kills me, actually. And he's charging up his guy. I mean, a single energy is going to be very bad for us, but it's not killing the Bronzong Break that we have on the bench. But we actually have to attack with the one that's damaged. So we have to take some turns to charge it up. Let's see what happens here. This is actually down to the wire. I think that I made a mistake by killing the Glacian there. Definitely, for sure, but I don't know. This is just an insane game. I mean, my opponent was also really lucky when he drew like VS Seeker over VS Seeker after getting End. So yeah, I don't know. And we're also down to 1 card in our deck, but I don't think that's really anything to worry about because we got N and VS Seeker. So yeah, my opponent uses Swift, he hits us for 30. We have a couple of turns here, so I'm just going to... I mean, if he draws an energy, we're dead, right? So we kind of have to just charge up this guy. Good news is, because this guy is only at 160... Oh, actually, that doesn't make a difference, because I still need 6 energy, right? 1, 2, 3, 6 times 3, it's still the same. I'm going to end, because I need to, or else I lose. It's kind of awkward, because I knew my opponent did not like the card that he had in his hand, because he didn't play it. I mean, it wasn't an energy, or maybe he was just like pretending he didn't have it, but... Why wouldn't you just hit for 70? Okay, so I think we might have an extra turn. And if we do, I think this is just a game. I mean, I have the floatstone in my deck, so we can trainer's mail for it, because we only have 4 cards in the deck left. So if the opponent does not kill our Bronzong Break next turn, if he still attacks us for 30, we win the game, because we are able to bump our guy up to 6 energy and just knock out his Jolteon EX. So hopefully we see a Spirit Link. What? Oh, Shaman. Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be game. Oh my god. Does he have the energy? Trainer's Mail. Okay, he doesn't have it. Maybe he doesn't. What does he get with this? Nothing. Battle Compressor, okay. And what does my opponent discard? 3 useless cards and another Shaman. So he doesn't have the energy yet. And he's seeing 3 extra cards. I mean, he's bound to find an energy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this was really down to the wire. I mean, such an awesome game, actually. I really enjoyed this game. I know I lost, but it was so close, and my opponent, I cannot complain. I mean, he got hand so many times, and he always had an out. I mean, he got the VS Seekers exactly where he needed them, or else he would get knocked out. And then here, even in this last one, he just threw into the Shaman, I guess, and that was it. But yeah, still actually a very good game, I think. Tell me what you guys think about this game. I think it was awesome, even though we lost. And I really like the deck, actually. It kind of struggles a little bit against, I think, high HP decks like Magas and stuff, but it's still quite a lot of fun. And I like to push the boundaries and just go all in sometimes with some strategies, as you guys already know. So I was urging to test like this crazy build where we just try Bronzong. So tell me what you guys think, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!